गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू बिंदु डडवाल केमिस्ट्री लेसन्स। आज हम सॉल्व करेंगे एचपी बोर्ड 2024 के केमिस्ट्री के सीरीज ए पेपर को सॉल्व। सो लेट अस बिगिन। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज यूज्ड as both analgesics and antipyretics? So answer is aspirin. What is the IUPAC name of isoprene monomer of natural rubber? It's 2-methyl-1,3-butadiene. Which of the following bases is not present in DNA? Answer is uracil. What will be the product of following reaction? This is a soda-lime reaction, decarboxylation reaction. तो एक कार्बन लेस वाला एल्केन बनेगा, RH will be the product. Arrange the following compounds in increasing order of their acid strength. तो ये सबसे कम एसिडिक होगा, उसके बाद 2, उसके बाद 3, उसके बाद 1. ऑप्शन बी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. Which of the following is the best method to express concentration of solution? Answer is molality. Does not depend on temperature. What percentage of body centered cubic structure is vacant? Occupied 68 होता है तो vacant हो जाएगा 32%. Which of the following has equal number of electrons with chromium? Chromium में 24 होते हैं. Fe2 plus 26 minus 2. Fe2 plus. Option A is the correct answer. Right. At least 4 differences between Schottky and Frenkel defect. So in Schottky defect, atoms are missing from normal sites, whereas in Frenkel defects, atoms or ions leave their normal sites and occupy interstitial sites. Schottky defect lowers density. In Frenkel defect, density is not affected. Here the ions have high coordination number. They have low coordination number. The sizes of ions are similar, whereas here anions are larger than cations. Represent the cell in which following reaction takes place. Magnesium is giving electrons, so cell representation is magnesium. In magnesium ions 0.130 molar, salt bridge, and silver ions 0.0001 molar and silver solid. E of cell के लिए नर्न्स्ट इक्वेशन है. E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.059 upon n log of concentration of anode ions upon cathode ions. सॉल्व करके आंसर आता है, ये वाली टर्म का आंसर आता है 0.21 ऑलमोस्ट, और 3.17 से इसको माइनस करेंगे तो आंसर आएगा 2.96 वोल्ट्स. Explain the following terms. Tyndall effect. Scattering of light by colloidal particles into a bluish cone is called Tyndall effect. Electrodialysis, method of purification of colloidal solution by dialysis using an applied electric field is called electrodialysis. Explain construction and working of lead storage battery. So lead filled in lead grid acts as anode, whereas lead dioxide filled in lead grid acts as cathode. Electrolyte is sulfuric acid, and because of the potential difference at anode, lead gives electrons to form lead ions, which react with sulfate ions to form lead sulfate. At cathode, lead dioxide will take up electrons in presence of H plus ions to form lead ions. These again react with sulfate ions to form lead sulfate. During this process, current is produced. When the density of sulfuric acid gets reduced, this battery has to be recharged. In that case, the opposite reactions occur, and the battery is again fit for discharging and producing current. A first order reaction is found to have rate constant 5.5 into 10 to the power minus 14 second inverse. हाफ लाइफ हो जाएगी 0.693 upon K. सॉल्व करके आया 1.26 into 10 to the power 13 seconds. What is Ellingham diagram? An Ellingham diagram is a graph showing the temperature dependence of stability of compounds. It is used to predict the temperature between a metal, its oxide, and oxygen. The diagrams are useful in predicting the conditions under which an ore will be reduced to metal. On the basis of valence bond theory, explain why hexamine chromium is paramagnetic. तो chromium इन +3 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट कन्फिग्रेशन होती है 3d3, 2 d ऑर्बिटल्स और एक s और 3p हाइब्रिडाइज करेंगे d2sp3 और इस तरह से 6 अमोनिया लिगेंड्स उनको पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेंगे क्योंकि अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है, इट इज पैरामैग्नेटिक. In tetracyanide or nicolate 2, the configuration is 3d8. तो cyanide is a strong field ligand, तो पेयरिंग करा देता है. अब एक D, एक S और 2p dsp2 हाइब्रिडाइजेशन करते हैं और 4 साइनाइड लिगेंड्स अपने पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट करते हैं. कोई भी अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन नहीं है, इसलिए ये डायमैग्नेटिक है. Why are haloarenes less reactive than towards nucleophilic substitution reaction? So answer is because of resonance effect. तो जो रेजोनेंस होती है उसमें इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की डीलोकलाइजेशन होती है जिसकी वजह से ये ऑर्थो और पैरा पोजीशन पे नेगेटिव चार्ज आता है. लेकिन कार्बन और क्लोरीन 5 में से 3 स्ट्रक्चर्स में 2, 3 एंड 4 में कार्बन और क्लोरीन में डबल बॉन्ड है. इसको ब्रेक करना मुश्किल होता है, इसलिए ये कम रिएक्टिव होता है. ऑल्सो हेलो एल्केन के मुकाबले में हेलो एरीन्स में जो कार्बन है जो हेलोजन से अटैच्ड है वो sp2 हाइब्रिडाइज्ड है, ज़्यादा इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव है, तो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को अपनी तरफ ज़्यादा पुल करके रखता है, इसलिए ब्रेक करना मुश्किल है, इसलिए कम रिएक्टिव होता है. What are synthetic detergents? Describe the different types. तो cleaning substances like sodium salt of long chain alkyl sulfonates or benzene sulfonates are called synthetic detergents. They are of 3 types. Anionic detergents, these are sodium salts of sulfonated long chain alcohols. Cationic detergents, in this the hydrophilic group is cationic, like bromides, acetates or chlorides of quaternary ammonium salts. And third category is non-ionic detergents. They are esters of high molecular mass with fatty acids, for example polyethylene glycol, stearate. Boiling point of water at 750 millimeter mercury is 99.63 degrees. How much sucrose, molar mass 342 grams per mole, is to be added to 500 gram water such that it boils at 100 degree centigrade. तो डेल्टा TF हो जाएगा 100 minus 99.63 which is equal to 0.37. Now delta TF is equal to KF into M. KF की वैल्यू है 0.52 into मोलालिटी हो जाएगी वेट अपॉन मोलर मास W अपॉन 342, मास ऑफ सॉल्वेंट 500, ऊपर रखेंगे 1000, सॉल्व करके आंसर आ रहा है 41.1 ग्राम. What is froth flotation? What is Van 't Hoff factor? तो ratio of normal and observed molar mass is called Van 't Hoff factor. What is froth flotation process? तो एक the ore is taken into a mixture of pine oil and water and is agitated using compressed air. It forms froth. Sulfide ore is wetted by froth and comes to the top, whereas impurities are left behind. The froth is skimmed off and in this way sulfide ore is cleaned. Gangue is removed. Define activation energy. Excess energy required by reactants to undergo chemical reactions is called activation energy. What is tincture of iodine? 2 to 3% of iodine solution of alcohol water is called tincture of iodine. What is the purpose of vulcanization of rubber? Rubber is heated with sulfur at 373 to 415 Kelvin. When cross links are formed, this makes rubber hard, tough, with greater tensile strength, excellent elasticity and low water absorption. What is IUPAC name of monomer unit of polyacrylonitrile? तो acrylonitrile का IUPAC name हो जाएगा pro2-ene-1-nitrile. Write important structural and functional differences of DNA and RNA. So DNA is a double-stranded alpha helix. The strands are spirally coiled in opposite direction. RNA is a single-stranded alpha helix structure. In DNA, the sugar is 2-deoxyribose, whereas in RNA it is ribose. In DNA, uracil nitrogenous base is absent, whereas in RNA thymine is absent. DNA has the unique property of replication, whereas RNA does not show replication, it shows protein synthesis. What is carbylamine reaction? A primary amine, when reacts with chloroform and KOH, forms carbylamine with an offensive smell along with KCl and water. This can be used as a test for detection of primary amines. हाउ विल यू कन्वर्ट ब्यूटेन 1 मोल इनटू ब्यूटेनिक एसिड? हम इसकी एसिडिफाइड पोटेशियम डाइक्रोमेट या केमनोफोर के साथ ऑक्सीडेशन कराएंगे. पहले एल्डिहाइड बनेगा, फिर उतने ही कार्बन का एसिड बन जाएगा. वाई इज बॉइलिंग पॉइंट ऑफ कीटोन लेस दैन एल्कोहल्स? क्योंकि कीटोन्स आर हैविंग पोलर बॉन्ड, तो इनके बीच में डाइपोल डाइपोल इंट्रैक्शन होती है, जबकि अल्कोहल में हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग होती है. ड्यू टू एब्सेंस ऑफ हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग इन कीटोन्स, इट हैज़ लेसर बॉइलिंग पॉइंट. In Remer-Tiemann reaction, phenol is treated with chloroform in presence of NaOH, and dichloro derivative is formed. This is then hydrolyzed. दोनों Cl की जगह 2 OH लग जाएंगे. ये अनस्टेबल होता है, इसमें से वाटर निकलेगा, यहाँ एल्डिहाइड ग्रुप अटैच हो जाएगा. ONA को OH में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए HCl से रिएक्ट करवाएंगे. सो इन द एंड सैलिसिलएल्डिहाइड बनेगा. दिस इज रीमर-टायमन्स रिएक्शन. IUPAC नेम इस कंपाउंड का हो जाएगा पोटेशियम ट्राईऑक्सलेटो क्रोमेट 3. Coinage metals of D block elements which are used to make coins are called coinage metals. For example, gold, silver and copper. Draw structure of dichromate. तो इन डाइक्रोमेट 2 क्रोमियम एटम्स जो हैं टेट्राहेड्रल अरेंजमेंट में ऑक्सीजन से अटैच्ड हैं. 2 बाय डबल बॉन्ड, 2 बाय सिंगल बॉन्ड्स. एक यहाँ नेगेटिव चार्ज है और यहाँ से ऑक्सीजन एक और इस तरह की यूनिट से अटैच्ड है. दिस इज डाइक्रोमेट. Why are melting points of transition metals very high? Because of presence of unpaired electrons. Their atomic interactions are stronger, and so greater amount of heat is required to break them, and so they have high melting point. Why is helium used in diving apparatus? क्योंकि it has low solubility in blood, so it's used as diluent in diving apparatus. Why are interhalogen compounds more reactive than parent halogen? Because they have they are compounds of halogens of different electronegativities, so bond is polar, can be broken easily, so they are more reactive, whereas in atoms of the same elements the bond is stronger and it's difficult to break it, so it's less reactive. Aqua regia is 3:1 mixture of HCl and nitric acid. What happens when sulfur trioxide is passed through water? It forms sulfuric acid. Explain in detail Ostwald process. Ostwald process is used for the manufacture of nitric acid. Ammonia is oxidized with atmospheric oxygen in presence of platinum or rhodium gauge at 500 Kelvin and 9 bar pressure. Nitric oxide is formed. Nitric oxide is further oxidized into nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide is dissolved in water to form nitric acid. 60% nitric acid is formed, which is dehydrated using concentrated sulfuric acid and converted to 98% nitric acid. Draw the structure of H3PO2. तो phosphorus में 2 phosphorus hydrogen bond है, एक double bond oxygen है और एक OH group है. Why oxygen exists as O2? Because of oxygen forms p-pi bonds. तो multiple bond की वजह से van der Waals forces of attraction weak होते हैं, जबकि सल्फर का साइज बड़ा है, van der Waals force of attraction strong होते हैं, तो ये solid state में room temperature पे exist करता है. Explain the structure of XeO3. It is pyramidal. ये 4 sp3 hybridization में एक lone pair of electron है, pyramidal 3 double bond oxygens है. What is Hardy-Schulze rule? Greater the valency of coagulating ion, greater is the power to cause coagulation. Nitrogen does not form pentahalides because of absence of d orbital. What do we mean by Tyndall effect? Scattering of light by a colloidal solution into a bluish cone is called Tyndall effect. ROH को SOCl2 से रिएक्ट करेंगे तो ये प्रोडक्ट्स बनेंगे. वुड्स रिएक्शन में हम एल्काइल हेलाइड को सोडियम के साथ ड्राई ईथर की प्रेजेंस में रिएक्ट कराते हैं. एल्केन विद डबल नंबर ऑफ कार्बन एटम्स इज फॉर्म along with NaCl. State Faraday's first law of electrolysis. Amount of chemical change being produced by a current at an electrode electrolyte interface is proportional to quantity of electricity passed. This is Faraday's first law. IUPAC name हो जाएगा methanol. Why is ethylamine more basic than ammonia? Ammonia में basic nature because of presence of lone pair of electrons है on nitrogen atom. Alkyl amine में availability of electron बढ़ जाती है क्योंकि alkyl का प्लस आई इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट जो है अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन बढ़ा देता है. What is Helvoland-Zielinski reaction? तो हेलोजनेशन ऑफ अ कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड एट द अल्फा कार्बन इज कॉल्ड Helvoland-Zielinski रिएक्शन. अल्फा कार्बन के H की जगह हेलोजन लग जाएगा. फर्स्ट स्टेप में एक लगेगा, सेकेंड स्टेप में दूसरा हाइड्रोजन भी हेलोजन से रिप्लेस हो जाएगा. That's all in today's video. If you like the video, please do share and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.